So off the tip, it's ball. So here's Miami's starting group. D-Wade out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's James. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Mourning in at the 4 slot. Now here's Bird. 6 on the shot clock. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Wade. Havlicek with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Now here's James. Mourning passes to James. "18 feet out. Kuzi with the rebound."
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Bird. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Kuzi passes to Havlicek. There's the pick. And it's Miami with the rebound. James looking it over. Hardaway for 3. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here's Cowens, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And James gets it to go.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a 3-point basket.
Pass to Cowens. Now Bird. Here's Pierce. James defending. They set the pick. Havlicek dishes to Pierce. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Now here's James. Pass to Mourning. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Now here is Havlicek. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Bird. Oh, good on the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Sharman. Bird outside. They set the pick. Pass to Cowens. And it falls over the rim and in. Cowens has got 8 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside, O'Neal. And here is James. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely. And look, it really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
LeBron kicks to Wade. Butler against Bird.
Boston foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Rice. Right side, Butler. And he makes good on the layup.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Celtics trail by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Left side, Tatum. To the paint, McCann. And it's slammed in by McCann.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
The Heat leading by 3. Wade on the wing. Nothing on the board. Wade, double team. Warning, a screen on Garnett. 5 on the clock, and that one's good by Butler.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Now here's Tatum over Rice. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Heat up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Garnett is out there with Tatum. Then there's Kevin McHale. Then there's Havlicek. And it's White in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Tatum passes to Garnett. Back to Tatum. And it's Rice with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jones looking for an opening. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rice has got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Tatum down low. Pass to White. Here's Havlicek. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now Jones, covered by Havlicek. Jones dishes to Mourning. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
And the Heat with some changes. Wade comes in for Jones. Hardaway is subbed in for Chris Bosh. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against. You can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now Mourning. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now here's Pierce. Defense is right there. Just his first attempt. Uzi can't hit. The Heat leading by 9. Left side, Hardaway. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Taken away. Pass to Rice. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Rice has got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication. on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Bird's checked in. Heat also with a sub. James checked in for Butler. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Kuzi passes to Pierce. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Havlicek. No good with the triple. Miami leading by 11. Pass to James. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And LeBron, just big boy basketball on full display.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
For the Heat, LeBron.
Here's Sharman. Still scoreless. And it's Pierce in the corner. Bird outside. Bird lets it fly.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Here's Wade. Count it from 12. And the Heat lead by 13.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
A wide open look for Bird. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Wade outside. Back to James. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. James has got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Kuzi, guarded by Hardaway. On the wing, Bird. Pierce with a screen for Bird. And it's in there. Bird's got 8 points. 44 seconds left in the first half. Hardaway kicks to James. Pass to Wade. From 12 feet out. Another shot. And the basket by Cycling.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Kuzi. He has yet to score. Left side, Pierce. Shoots over James. That's short off the rim.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And so it's the Miami Heat up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Dwayne Wade. Warning is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Shaq in at the center. Havlicek against Wade. And it's Havlicek missing. The Heat leading by 14. Wade, right side. Shoots over Havlicek. No good from Wade. Wade's gone 1 of 4 so far. Havlicek, the pass to Bird. Here's Pierce. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got 4 assists now tonight. Pierce against LeBron. Fires it up. Rebound by the Celtics.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Oh, finding a way. Bird.
These are the kinds of shots that get Bird going. When he makes these contested shots, he enjoys talking some trash as well.
From deep, James. It's hauled in by Bird.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Pierce in the corner. And the lead is down inside single digits. Pierce has got his second basket of the night.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Here's Kuzi. No scoring in this one. A fader. And it's Boston with another.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
The next team, make some noise.
The Heat leading by 5. Hardaway kicks to Shaq. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Wade sets the pick for Hardaway. Miami no good on that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot's good from Kuzi. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Celtics.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And here's Bird from the arc. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Morning. No one near James as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 8-point Miami lead. Kuzi passes to Cowens. Now here's Pierce. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Pierce has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
Floats it up for James flashes in the alley-oop.
Yeah, and how about the out-of-this-world athleticism? LeBron can finish just about any alley-oop with authority.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Kevin McHale checked in for Paul Pierce. And Miami also making a switch. Butler's checked in. Here's Kuzi. Havlicek outside. Pass to Bird. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
On the wing, James. 19 points in the game. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Havlicek. And it's LeBron missing. Here's Boston now. They're on a 16-7 run. Havlicek against Wade. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Havlicek. Havlicek's got his second basket. Down low, here's Shaq. Look out, rim! Here comes Shaq.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
From the top of the key, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Nice shot by James.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Bird looking it over. Fires for three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Pierce, Kevin McHale out there with Garnett, and it's Sharman in at the two. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pierce for three. Again, Pierce missing. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Butler. Out to Wade. The three. Garnett grabs the board. Wade's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Pierce. And the layup's good off the glass.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
There's the pick. Hardaway for 3. And Pierce pulls it down. Here's Sharman. Guarded by Hardaway. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by McHale.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Wade with it. Outside Hardaway. Over Kuzi. And Hardaway gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 4.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this one.
And slam dunk by McHale.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Wade. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Boston with it. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The shot by Pierce will not go. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 14 points. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Here's in the high post. Pass to Sharman. It's Garnett on the wing. Does not go. The Heat with the lead. Butler. Garnett pulls it down. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
The Heat call time. Both teams will make substitutions. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Miami's coach had some advice for the team over that last break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Trying again, and the crafty layup. Good.
Important points for Mourning. So is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Outside Bird. There's a screen to take the lead. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
And after all that time, finally
been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And even when time was starting to run short, there was no panic. They kept their focus and went about their business.
James. No good on the layup. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bird. From 14.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
At the line, Larry Bird. At the line for 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Stopping O'Neal and close. Wow, what a play.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Now Bird. And stolen by Mourning. James in the post. Pierce on him. Hands off. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Mourning against Bird. Layup, no good.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Dwayne Wade. O'Neal. Tried for the putback, but can't get it to go. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bird with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Bird fires. O'Neal there for the rebound. The Heat call time. Stolen away. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Mourning is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's James. And it's Wade in at the 2-guard. Yeah, count it.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
Here's Kuzma. On the wing, Bird. He's guarded by Mourning. Shot clock at 6. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And here is Hardaway. James, no problem with the wide open J.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
We play just over a minute here in OT. Pierce with the screen on Wade. Clock at 6. Fires from 18. And that one is good.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
James. LeBron right at the doorstep, and he finds the 2.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Bird. O'Neal there for the rebound. LeBron against Pierce. Stripped it away. Gets it to go. Down low.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
James. The strength and power of James down low.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The Celtics call time. Here's Kuzma. Here's the teardrop. Doesn't get that one. You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Bird. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Heat ball.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Ball, Kuzi, third personal foul, second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Tim Hardaway taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead. Trying to close that door.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And that's an intentional foul.
Larry Bird, second personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for Miami, LeBron James taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
At the line for the
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. And so it's the Heat winning this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought